The alarm screams through your chamber on the Yautja homeworld. You were just polishing your trophy collection when the distress beacon hits, another mess to clean up. You grab your gear faster than you can say, "Why do young bloods always screw this up?" and head to your ship. Your arsenal is impressive. Dual plasma casters, wrist blades, combistic, whip, power glove, shuriken, and that special dissolving liquid you commissioned after the last cleanup job went sideways. Each piece of equipment has saved your life at least a dozen times. This is what you do. You are Wolf, the cleaner. When other predators fail spectacularly, when hunts go sideways and secrets need burying, they call you. Welcome to another day at the office. Your ship cuts through space toward Earth. The distress signal keeps repeating, and from what you can see on the security feed, the scout ship crew got themselves killed by something nasty. A Predalien. Perfect. Just perfect. You reach up and touch the left side of your face, feeling the rough scarred tissue where xenomorph blood melted through your skin years ago. That hunt cost you an eye and your upper left mandible, but hey, the scars give you character. More importantly, they remind you that these things are not to be messed with lightly. You have been doing this for decades. You are the Yautja equivalent of a 40-year-old professional, not some hotshot young blood looking for glory. You have seen things that would make younger hunters run screaming back to the mothership. You land in a forest outside some town called Gunnison, Colorado. The crashed scout ship sits there smoking, already attracting attention. Trees are flattened in a wide path where it came down. You move through the wreckage and find one of your fallen brothers. For a moment, you actually feel something that might be sadness, but there is no time for that. You take his biomask to check the ship's logs. The recorded images flicker through your vision. Oh great, a Predalien burst from the body during flight and killed everyone on board. Now the abomination is loose on this planet, probably already making more xenomorphs. This is going to be a long night. You activate the ship's self-destruct. 3 seconds later, the whole thing goes up in a massive fireball. There goes your evidence. Now for the fun part, tracking down every single xenomorph and that disgusting hybrid before word gets out that Yautja were ever here. You pull out your dissolving liquid. This stuff melts organic matter into nothing. Very handy for making bodies disappear. The first corpses you find are 2 males from the nearby town. Facehuggers got them. You spray the bodies and the dead facehuggers with your dissolving liquid, watching them bubble and melt away. The chemical reaction releases a gross smell but leaves zero trace behind. A local lawman stumbles onto you mid-cleanup. He sees you standing there, 7 feet tall with your plasma caster glowing. His face goes through about 5 emotions in 2 seconds before he turns to run. Sorry buddy, you saw too much. Your wrist blade extends and 1 quick motion later, he is done. You skin the body and hang it in a tree. Maybe that will keep other curious types away. Probably not, but you can hope. Honor demands the trophy even when time is short. Into the sewers you go, following the xenomorph trail. These bugs love dark, wet places. The stench down here is incredible even through your mask's filters. You set up laser tripwires across the tunnels, the red beams crisscrossing through the darkness. Within minutes, the first xenomorph triggers one and gets sliced in half. Another one rushes you head on, hissing and dripping saliva. You fire your plasma caster and boom, acid blood everywhere. You dodge most of it, but some spatters on your armor. The stuff hisses and smokes. 2 down. How many more did that Predalien spawn? You activate your thermal vision and scan the tunnels. Heat signatures everywhere. This infestation is worse than you thought. Then you see it. The Predalien itself drops from an overhead tunnel, its grotesque mandibles clicking as it sizes you up. This thing should not exist. The ultimate insult to your species. It whips its tail and catches you across the chest, sending you crashing into the sewer wall. Your plasma caster misfires, blasting a hole straight through to street level. The Predalien and its xenomorph buddies escape through the new exit. You punch the wall in frustration. Your power glove leaves a crater. You track them to the power plant. 1 xenomorph skitters across the equipment. You aim carefully with your shoulder cannon and fire. Except the electromagnetic interference from all the machinery scrambles your targeting system, and you hit the power generators instead. The entire town goes dark. Whoops! The xenomorph escapes while you are standing there in a blackout you just caused. This is not going well. You switch to manual targeting mode. Should have done that from the start. Years of experience and you still make rookie mistakes when you are rushed. At least you managed to kill one at the swimming pool later. You stab it straight through the skull with your combo stick. Acid blood sprays into the water, turning it into a bubbling toxic soup. One of the pool workers runs screaming. You let him go. Not your problem right now. You have bigger fish to fry, or bigger bugs to skewer. You retrieve your combo stick and keep moving. The night is young, and your kill count needs to be much higher. Your shoulder takes a nasty hit during a fight at a sporting goods store. 5 xenomorphs swarm you at once. You kill them all but lose one of your shoulder cannons in the process. The damaged weapon sparks and dies. Fine. You detach both plasma casters and convert them into a single handheld cannon. More firepower, less aiming issues. Sometimes you have to improvise. You are Wolf the Cleaner, not Wolf the guy who follows instructions perfectly. The hospital is where things get really messy. The xenomorphs have built a hive inside, dozens of them crawling on walls and ceilings. Resin covers everything. You wade in anyway because that is what you do. The Predalien ambushes you from behind. Its claws rake across your back. You spin and slash with your wrist blades, catching it across the chest. Green Yautja blood and yellow xenomorph blood mix on the floor. 3 xenomorphs rush to defend their queen. You cut through them faster than they can react. Your whip wraps around another one, crushing its exoskeleton. Your shuriken flies and decapitates 2 more in one throw. Except the shuriken keeps going and pins a screaming woman to the wall. Oops, you did not mean to do that. The other nearby people look horrified. Not great for your cleanup mission, but you cannot exactly apologize. Another xenomorph tackles you from above, and you both crash down an elevator shaft. You lose your handheld plasma cannon somewhere in the fall. The xenomorph lands on top of you, its inner jaw extending for the killing strike. You grab it by the throat and rip its head clean off. Acid blood showers down. You are going to need new armor after this. If you survive, you climb back up to the hospital roof. The Predalien is waiting. The 2 of you circle each other, both wounded, both exhausted. This fight has been going on for hours. Your armor is smoking. Your weapons are failing, but you are still standing. The Predalien lunges. You meet it head on. Claws against blades. Mandibles snapping. Tails whipping. Your wrist gauntlet sparks and shorts out from taking too many hits. One of your last functional weapons just died. The Predalien sees its chance and grabs you in a death grip. You headbutt it as hard as you can. Both of you stagger backward. This creature is strong, stronger than any xenomorph you have ever fought. Then, you hear it. A high-pitched whining sound growing louder. You look up and see a bright streak in the sky. A missile. No, bigger than that. A tactical nuke. The local military decided to solve the problem by erasing the whole town. You have about 15 seconds before impact. The Predalien sees it too. For one brief moment, you and this abomination share the same thought. Well, this is unfortunate. The fireball expands across Gunnison. You, the Predalien, every remaining xenomorph, and every person still in town vaporize instantly in nuclear fire. At least you took the Predalien with you. Mission technically accomplished. Your clan elders will count this as a success even though you are now radioactive dust. All those years of training, all those hunts, all that experience. And in the end, you get nuked by a species that barely knows you exist. Somewhere in the universe, another distress beacon is probably already going off. Another young predator is probably already making another mess. And another cleaner is probably already sighing as they grab their gear, wondering why they ever took this job in the first place. At least your trophy collection is safe back home. That is something. Oh wait, you are dead. Never mind. Your brother probably already looted it. Nice knowing you, Wolf. Next time maybe just let the planet handle its own problems. Though, who are we kidding? There is always a next time, just not for you. You are very dead, extremely dead, nuclear bomb level dead. But hey, at least you looked cool doing it. Your armor was sick, dual plasma casters. That whip, the power glove. Top tier equipment. Shame about the whole being obliterated by a nuke thing. But you know, occupational hazard, when your job title is literally the cleaner who cleans up impossible alien horror shows. Should have asked for dental insurance, and a hazmat suit rated for nuclear weapons. Too late now. You are space dust. Glowing space dust. At least you are glowing. That counts for something, right? Right? Hello? Anyone? Nope, still dead.